Hello, Virgo. It's Keegan. Hope that you're doing well. I'm going to shuffle a little bit here on camera for you guys and dive right into the reading. This is your official mid-November check-in reading with me. My mid-month readings tend to be a little bit briefer, a little bit shorter than the beginning of the month readings, because I'm really tuning in to see where you guys are at, if there's anything new, any additional information that wants to come through. So just know this will probably be a little bit shorter than you're used to. Really quickly, before we get started, I want to let you know that the natal chart tarot readings I was offering at the beginning of the month have all sold out. But I am still doing personal readings for the month of November. The pricing for those is on the screen. If you're interested, send me an email, keaghantarot@gmail.com, and let me know that you're interested in a personal reading, and I can give you more insight into how that works. Now, I want to go ahead and just start getting some cards out for you. This deck's feeling good. And then as we need to clarify things, if we need to clarify things, I have some other decks off to the side that I'll use for that. Okay. Lots of swords coming out here for you, Virgo. Did I say Virgo at the beginning? I think I did. I'm doing readings back to back, so if I said a different sign, forgive me. It is for Virgo. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on here. One thing that I want to say right at the beginning is that ultimately I think that you are in a space where your mind has been, you've gotten some mental clarity around a situation. You've had a breakthrough in terms of how you're thinking about something, and that's good energy. That's really good energy for you to be sitting in right now. Now, these two cards, let's talk about them, okay? I'm hoping that this is clarity about this individual, about this person. I'm going to assume that it is for now. But there was someone who was not being honest, someone who was playing games, someone who was trying to be sneaky and so much game playing. I'm just sensing like so much in terms of lying and manipulative behavior. King of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords coming out to describe this other person. And both of these cards are so bad, right? Like this is just all about lies and deceit and dishonesty and trickery and trying their best to get away with all of it. But like I said, you are sitting in a place where you have clarity about this, where you've had this person has been shown, you understand who this person is and what they're about at this point. Now, if not, there's someone in your life that is up to this and you need to open your eyes, you need to get mental clarity. But I think for most of you, you know who this person is, you've had your mind, your eyes opened, so to speak, in terms of what they're up to. Give me more insight around this Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords for me, please. The Emperor coming out here. Ultimately, this awakening that you've had, this awareness that you've developed about this person has put you in a situation, Virgo, where you have power over them. You now have insight into this person and how they operate, which gives you a strategic advantage in dealing with them. They don't like this, but you know, you can just see like they are a King of Swords reversed. You're coming in after this clarity as an Emperor. You're the one with the power. You're the one who has control. You're the one who's able to you have the lead in terms of what access, if any, this person has to you at this point. They don't like that. Any more insight into my Virgos, please? What's going on with the Virgo? So Virgo, you're sitting pretty. Like I need to point this out that You feel like you have the power, you feel like you have the upper hand, you feel like you have now taken control of your own energy, your own emotions. You've gotten yourself settled into a place of peace with this. Do everything you can to stay in this space, because I think that it is an effective way of sort of preventing them from coming back in with games. There isn't anything they can present to this that's going to get through. This is mental clarity, emotional clarity, confidence, power, being, an authority, taking the lead, having control. This is good energy. And they just have games and trickery, manipulation that they can try to use to come in. Give me more insight into this connection, please. Any insight into the connection between these two people? Yeah, they're going to try to come in, but it's not going to work. So I feel like with this card, you could leave it on its side, but I feel like it's kind of like this. This person tries to come in. They try to come in. They try to move in and disrupt where you're at. But ultimately, it just leads to more issues. Right? So it's kind of like they attempt this, they end up here, is why I think that card's kind of on its side. It's like a failed strategy. It's a failed attempt. They try to come in, but they're blocked by this. It's almost like you've put up this wall of confidence. That's the only way I could do that. I might name the video something like that. But you've built a wall of confidence in your ability to not be triggered or not to react to them. I like it. I like when your energy is confident. I like that for you. It feels good. Sometimes your energy for Virgo, it can feel very insecure because there's so much questioning that goes on in terms of, are you doing things right? Is something going to go wrong? Are you covering all your bases? Sometimes your energy can feel very insecure, but this feels very stable, very confident. And I think it's because of the intensity of that Ace of Swords. It's like you see this person for who they are now. You understand them through and through. Whatever move they make, you know where it's coming from, what their motivation, what their end game is. You just see it. More insight into my Virgos, please. More insight information for Virgo. So Virgos, I think where you're at is you're going to just be on your own. The Four of Swords here sitting on top, basically, of the Lover's card. And before you're willing to think about this again, this type of relationship, this type of connection, before you're willing to join up and partner with someone else, before you're willing to let someone in, open yourself up to it, you're going to sit in a place of being on your own, thinking about things, healing, leveraging, getting to know yourself and understanding yourself better. And once you've gone through that, then you will be open to this. But this sits on top. It sits on top of it as almost like, this is where my focus is. My focus is not on you anymore, right? This person tries to come in, they're deflected. Your focus is on this. So I'm going to put it like this, okay? So the person is trying to come in, you have this wall of confidence against them because ultimately you're taking all of this energy, all this power that you have, and you're funneling it into figuring out yourself, getting yourself where you want yourself to be, how you want yourself to feel, so that eventually you can try to open up to the potential of having a connection with someone again. I like that as well because there isn't any energy here of being bitter or jaded or being completely cut off, of not ever wanting to risk a relationship anymore. Ultimately, you do want this. Ultimately, you do want this. But you aren't going to accept lies or games or trickery or manipulation or any of that stuff. You're done with that. You've cut it off. Let's take a look at this Lovers card and see what the cards want to say. Give me more insight about the Lovers. So again, right now, we have the Two of Cups coming out reversed here. Right now, not wanting to deal with it. Not wanting to deal with it. Where you're at right now, just going to confirm this for the cards. Where you're at right now is still dealing with this breakup, dealing with this stuff, dealing with rebuilding trust in yourself, rebuilding trust in other people, opening yourself back up to it. That's all part of this Four of Swords. I want to be nosy, though. I just want to be nosy. I want to take a look and see in the future. I think when I said I want to be nosy, I think that I saw that it was 11:11 on the timer. So hopefully the cards will give me some insight now. Okay. We have a card that's hidden, and then we have the stack of cards that came out here. Three of Wands reversed with Judgment, and then the Seven of Wands coming out reversed. Let's talk about these wands first, and then we'll talk about Judgment. Virgo, in this situation, there will probably be some bumps in the road along the way. The Three of Wands reverse, what I'm getting from this is that setbacks and obstacles, delays of some sort. Seven of Wands coming out here, I think, mostly as an indication of some boundaries that you think are strong, potentially not being as strong as you think they are. This feels like this person, right, where I say like the Eight of Wands, they try to come in and it's deflected. It seems like they come in again with like a different approach, and that's what this is. There's something here. The Seven of Wands reversed feels to be it feels to me like a blind spot or like a hole in the gate that you aren't aware of. It still doesn't work though, because in this I still feel like they get in more so than they did the first attempt, but they still don't manage to actually like derail you. Because on top of this, there's this Judgment card, and this feels very much about like you having this moment where you realize what they've done and you halt it. You halt it before it becomes something that really has an impact. We have a card we haven't seen. I don't want to dive too deep into that because I think it's specific for each person, right? But I can give you a couple of examples of what I mean. Like, this person tries to come through on their own in some way and it's deflected, and then it's like they get a friend involved, or they reach out to your family, or they I don't know, like they take a different approach. They do something that makes it so it's not quite clear that it's them, but you realize, because you understand them and you've done this work, you realize what's happening. And so what it ends up creating, it backfires on them because it makes you just build that defense wall even stronger, because you see where they were able to come in. And so you fix that one little patch that needs to be fixed, and then this closes out. So let's see what this card is. We have the Hangman. This Hangman energy, to me, is like the Seven of Swords amplified up. This has your full focus and attention now of being in a place where you've pulled back, You are sitting trying to look at all of this from a different perspective, and that perspective is about closing it out so that you can move yourself more towards this, being an Emperor, King of Cups, chasing after the love that you want. You get wisdom. You get insight and wisdom once you're able to... it's like you're trying to move to, like, this is your energy, and you're trying to move to this, right? To the Lovers. You're wanting to go from here to here. This person keeps trying to block you from it. They keep trying to block you. You have to go through all of this stuff with this person, and then eventually you get to the place where you're just with yourself. You've blocked them completely. You have time to just focus on yourself, and when you do that, you start to understand the deeper meaning of this relationship. You realize that going through this connection, having this connection, put you into this energy. Who you are as a person is different. Like your half of this Lovers equation is so different because of this. And the Hangman is about understanding that and seeing it as you know, a kind of a messed up gift in terms of what we learned about ourselves, what we learned about relationships, what we learned about what we will and will not put up with. That's what this feels like to me. The cards aren't wanting to tell me a lot in terms of the future aspect of this Lovers card, in terms of like when it might happen or who it might be. I'm not able to get that. It just keeps sort of sending me back into this need for you to navigate what's in front of you. I did try to poke around a little bit, but it's not letting me see. So let's try a different deck and just see what wants to come out specifically for you, Virgo. If anything else wants to be revealed specific to this connection, or just useful information or insight for the sign of Virgo. High Priestess coming out here, upright. Virgo, just trust yourself. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition, especially when it comes to this person, because you know them. Like, you know them. They're not... you see everything they're about to do. You see every move that they're going to make, and you understand how they think, and you understand what it is that they're trying to get from you. You understand what they're hoping to trigger when they make a certain move. And as long as you don't give them that, which you won't because you know it, you get yourself freed. You get yourself freed of this. And once you're free of it, you're ready for this. You're ready for this. But it takes a while. When you get to this High Priestess energy, when you get to that place, then that's when this is able to happen. But this person, you know, it's just like I'm seeing they're trying so many different ways to try to come in, but they cannot manage to do it. They cannot manage to do it, which is good. Which is good. I like that. I don't think I've been doing this for the other signs, but Virgo, I want to get an oracle card for you really quickly, just to see what wants to come out. Best advice or guidance for Virgo. Thank you. So through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Virgo, I think what this card feels like to me, honestly, don't be turned off by the words prayer and meditation. This feels like to me what I was talking about, in that you look at the situation and you think about it. That's the meditation part. Is that mental focus that you guys have to be able to look at a situation and analyze it from different angles. And then the prayer part to me is just really saying, you're not going to get from me what you want. I'm going to continue moving forward. I'm going to continue to focus on me. I'm going to continue to focus on healing. You are not going to find your way back into this. And that it creates this like wave, this ripple of just pushing, like the person can't get through it. They cannot get through. So, if you're a cross watcher, I'm sorry. But yeah, this Virgo has done a good job of buffering their energy and protecting their energy, of blocking out anything that's not for their good. That is, not above board, not honest, not truthful. So Virgos, good job. Good job for you. I like that. I will put a couple of other Virgo videos up here in case you want to watch those, hang out with me, look for additional insight or information. If not, I will see you guys in a couple of weeks with your December readings. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so, and take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment.